Hello everybody, welcome to episode 3 of SLP in Captivity. I just finished a lecture for my students on interventions for children with language disorders, and I'm sharing a lot of the interventions that I'm teaching my class. Maybe you're a parent who is thinking, oh my gosh, what do I do with my kids while they're at home? Or maybe you're a parent who's a little afraid because your kid is missing out on their services right now. So I thought that I would share some service delivery ideas that I would do for a child, and also what I'm teaching my students to do with their particular clients that they're having. So predictogram is one of the things that I'm actually teaching that comes directly from the textbook that I'm teaching out of. So language disorders from infancy through adolescence. There we go. That's the textbook I'm using to teach from. And this is where this therapy idea came from. So essentially one thing that kids really struggle with if they have a language disorder, or maybe this could just be a fun game for a kid to play in general, you can help a child to be able to identify different parts of a story by predicting different parts. So you can set this up with Post-it notes. You can set it up on a chalkboard or a whiteboard, whatever you have. I love Post-it notes. It's really tactile for kids. It's really helpful because you can move the pieces around. So you help them by putting different pieces of a story together. So let's say you have a book. You could use a Dr. Seuss book. You could use a text or their textbook if you want to do more academic based. So a history lesson or a science lesson or any kind of book that your kid is interested in. And you can have them write out different words onto the Post-it notes or whatever you're going to use and have them predict which areas they would fall into. So a penguin would go under characters because the story could be about penguins. And then have the kid just basically go through and decide which categories each of the words belong to. And what this does is this helps the child to be able to set up and start to think about the story before they even read the story. So we can think, oh, the setting is probably going to be in the library, or maybe the setting is at the beach. Maybe the library is dark. Maybe the beach is sunny, whatever it might be, and helping the child to be able to predict all the parts of the story before they actually happen. So this is prepping the child so that they know what could come next, what potentially could come next, all sorts of things like that. So just a little fun predictogram. A fun little thing that you can do with your kids. If you have older kids, the older kids can help the younger kids, or you can sit down and really help the kids or encourage them to do the activity on their own. So I hope you find that helpful, and I hope your kids think that's super fun. All right. Bye, everybody.